Roll out for the 1 year. It a go festive, it a go mad, guaranteed entertainment. The place to be on March 1st, 2025 is a none other than Terrace and the Park. Pollyanna's Project present a fundraiser and gala on Saturday, March 1st, 2025. Roll out in your numbers and cruise. Host will be the one and only, yours truly, never unruly, Donna Moore Stewart, aka Auntie Donna Corn Color. MC Molly and Amos and the fundraiser cheer. You will be having special performances by Rosie B, Brother George the Messenger, Terry One Man Band, and many more. So come out and make this an event to remember. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Come out early and purchase your tickets for just $225. After December 31st, it's $250. So come one, come all. One ticket give you a 3-course meal and unlimited drink. What are you waiting for? Book your space now and call Molly-Ann at 347-837-5802. 347-837-5802. Zelle or Cash App 914-733-5745. 914-733-5745. A payment plan is available, so make it a date and don't be late. To miss this is to diss this. You man, come out all massive on our cruise and dress to impress. And I need her in my life.
What can I do, Lord? I feel no shame to say your name, Lord. I feel joy when I'm worshiping you, like there's nothing in this world to do but to give you praise. It never pains me to.
Oh yes, let's talk. Every first and third Thursday of each month, 8 p.m. Eastern, on Positive Radio 106.9 FM New York, Facebook, and on YouTube. Hosted by Auntie Donna, the Corn Color Queen, co-hosted by Rosie B, and our licensed professional counselor, Dr. Sharon Arundel, who is on board to give her professional advice and help to those in need. We explore real topics that affects real people, the undiluted, provoking, factual, informative. It's all about the Let's Talk show. Feel free to call in and share your views. 914-527-8295 or studio line 718-569-6622. We keep it positive. Don't. Oh yes, let's talk. Every first and third Thursday of each month, 8 p.m. Eastern, on Positive Radio 106.9 FM New York, Facebook, and on YouTube. Hosted by Auntie Donna, the Corn Color Queen, co-hosted by Rosie B, and our licensed professional counselor, Dr. Sharon Arundel, who is on board to give her professional advice and help to those in need. We explore real topics that affects real people, the undiluted, thought-provoking, factual, informative. It's all about the Let's Talk show. Feel free to call in and share your views. 914-527-8295 or studio line 718-569-6622. We keep it positive. Don't you forget to tune in to Let's Talk. Don't you miss it.
Let me say a pleasant good evening, good afternoon, greetings. 106.9 on the FM band. Good afternoon to you. Greetings, everyone who are locked and listening right here in New York. Good afternoon. Greetings. Greetings, everyone. I hope everyone is hearing me clearly. Good afternoon to those who are locked on YouTube. And of course, those who are locked listening on the dial at 106.9 FM band. Let me know if you're hearing me clearly. My signal seems to be a little bit low, but let me know how am I sounding. Monitor over there on YouTube, Ruby Bernard. Good afternoon and welcome, 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 welcome to Let's Talk right here in New York, coming out of the studios of Positive Radio 106.9. I want to greet you well. I want to greet those who are behind the scene. Thank you very much, Ruby. I want to greet those of you who are behind the scene. Now, the first thing you do is you give me a thumbs up over there on YouTube. Give me a thumbs up wherever you are locked in listening from. We're going to be talking tonight about a topic, but I believe that if you have something on your mind and you want us to discuss it, feel free to pop in and let's talk. That's what this show is about. And it's about you talking to us, really. I know that you love to hear when we speak, but we really want to hear from you. We want to have this dialogue about the topic that comes across our headspace. So if there's something that is on your mind and you want us to discuss it, please give us a call. Please give us a call. The numbers are running on the bottom of your screen for those of you who are on the streaming platform. Feel free to go and call the studios, or if you are away, you want to use the WhatsApp option, feel free to do that as well. You will get me right here in the studio. My co-host is getting ready. She's here, but she's getting ready. I want to greet those who are locked and listening on the dial 106.9. Good afternoon. Greetings to New York, the Bronx. We're snowing outside. I can see that we have snow flurries coming down here in New York. Yeah, so we're getting the white stuff right now. And if you're driving in this neck of the woods, please be careful. Please endeavor that you slow it down a little bit. This kind of snow is a bit slippery, and so we're asking that you slow it down on the street. And if you're walking, it is important that you bundle up with your scarf, with your glove, have the proper shoes on, have the proper winter gear on. That is headgear, scarves, gloves, shoes, and of course, an overcoat. So, therefore, there you go. That's it. And if you're in Yonkers, good afternoon, good morning, wherever you are listening from, and the time zone, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I also want to say good afternoon to those who are locked and listening in New Rochelle. Greetings, New Rochelle. Greetings, New Rochelle. I should have gotten the chance to go over on Facebook and share the broadcast, but of course, I didn't get a chance to do that. So I will endeavor to do that right now, because I don't think a lot of persons realize that we are on. So I'm going to be clicking over to Facebook and do some sharing over on Facebook as well. How are you doing, Ruby? What is the temperature and the weather where you are? Talk to us, talk to us, talk to us, talk to me while I get Rosie in a little bit. Um, Last week's show was so interesting when we were talking about church hurts, and mental illness and the trauma that goes on in a church. I don't perceive that we're going to be beating up the church persons, because that's what they say about us on the street. Ah, them too, they beat up the church people. They may say that unmute your mic, Rosie, so I can get you in, so you can. All right, let's get her in with her pretty self. Hello, Rosie.
Hi, how are you? How are you?
I am in good.
I am just listening to you, talking a while ago. Oh no.
Yes, yeah, yeah. So you looking gorgeous as always.
You too, Queen.
Tell
And
you.
pleasant evening. I don't have any manners. Oh my God. Pleasant evening to Radioland, to Facebook, YouTube, wherever you're listening from across the world. Welcome.
Uh,
Welcome to Let's Talk.
Absolutely. I don't like when too much things is behind me when we're talking. So I'm gonna get out of this slide so it just look nice and simple. You know what?
Yeah, I understand.
Yes. So I am sharing. Go ahead and greet the audience and discuss what you need to discuss until I get a chance to join you.
Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, as Auntie Donna was saying, that we kind of changed the circle this week because we don't want people to think, it's not about church or anything, but we have to talk about it because people are afraid to talk about it. And on this program, we keep it real as possible, irrespective of who you are or what position you hold or whatever whatever platform you may hold. You understand? We talk about it. And because these things are happening, yes, we're going to talk about it. So this week we are going into something a little different. We are talking about a relationship. Yes, man and woman relationship. Yes, that's what we will be talking about
Yes,
tonight.
that kind.
Yes. So the question is, because when I actually saw this video, I was really taken aback. I was really taken aback when I saw it. A very popular woman, Shirley Ralph, to be specific. She and her husband has been married for over 20 years, right? And they have never lived together. And they seem to have, you notice I said seem to have a beautiful marriage, a beautiful relationship. So the question tonight, um, does long distance relationship last longer than those who actually live together? What's your take on that? We want to hear from you. What do you think, if long distance relationship works or it don't work? Or you think that um, persons living together tend to break up easier or quicker than those with long distance? We want to hear your views tonight. So let us talk.
All right,
Yeah.
that sounds great. And before we get to talking, we want more persons to come in. I see there's an audience over YouTube, and good afternoon. Remember, YouTubers, in order for more people to have access to our broadcast, it is important that you interact by giving us a thumbs up so that like the video, share it so YouTube will see that we're a worthy program to go out there. I know we're positive and it is not popular, but we're still going to be keeping it positive. I also want to greet those persons who are just joining us, like Stush Boutique. My sister is always here. Big up yourself from the Planka team. I see Auntie Dana is live, I think, on YouTube. So I think all of the Plankas them over there. So, but big up yourself, Auntie Dana Marigo, Planka Bass. And Elvis Douglas is in the house. Good afternoon to you. Natalie Me Young said she soon come because of course they're on their Zoom meeting. So they don't want
Okay.
yeah, they don't want us to start too early without them.
All
Um
right. Well, what we can do then, Auntie Donna, there are some trending things happening, you
yes,
know, what you see on social media. And let us hear your opinion because as we said, we don't hold anything against anybody if your opinion differs from ours. I mean, everyone is entitled to their own opinion. And of course, when it comes on to social media, you have persons who are bullies because you might not agree with them. They tend to want to bully you. But then people have to understand that once something is out on social media, every single person have an opinion because you put it out here. Nobody never send call you. You
right,
put it out here.
that is
So irrespective of what people may think, some may be positive, some may be negative, you just have to deal with it. So you see any trending topic that you would like to talk about?
off first. You always out there at the blah blah blah. Tell me out there. You go ahead. Let me continue.
Well, I mean, all right. Well, the latest one that I've seen is with the Auntie Donna helping out the young lady with the 4 kids.
Uh-huh.
And of course, some person's opinion again differ. And of course, everybody's eating up the other person. So, because let me tell you what the person said in a nutshell was that um, Auntie Donna is seen as an enabler to persons who like vulnerable like that young lady, and that the person should go seek a job and help themselves.
You go there, why don't you set the storyline up so those who are on the radio, who are listening, or even on social spaces, who don't know what the scenario, who don't know what the story is, and share it from the top, and then you can get into that portion.
Okay.
Yes.
All
Yes.
right. I am just sharing what I see on social media. I don't know these people. I don't know them from anywhere. But
Right.
anyways, this young lady, she has 4 kids, apparently for a man, and she alleged that the man put her out, right? So she came on social media asking for help. That's basically what it is, because she had a young baby in hand, just maybe a few months or
Mhm.
so, and she came on social media with all 4 kids asking for help.
Mhm.
So, of course, persons had varying views on the matter. This is not the first, it has not been the second or third or fourth, and it will continue to happen. In fact, I personally believe it is now becoming a trend. You understand what I'm saying? And I'm not saying it in a bad or good way either. Some people see other people do it and get through, and so everybody is now trying a thing to come on social media to do the same thing. You understand? So, anyways, back to this particular story. So, persons, as I said, had varying views on the matter because she's like 25 and she is the mother of 4 already. Now, persons opted to help her, while some are saying they're not sorry for her. So, as I said, the views vary. So, Auntie Donna, not you, Auntie Donna, but the other Auntie Donna
Thank you, boss.
came out, and I'm sure there are other persons who have helped her as well. But Auntie Donna thing is very public and very transparent, as we all know. So of course she went live, and persons were showering their praises. But on the other hand, there this one particular person I can say openly, from Happy Wife Club or wherever she's from, is stating that Auntie Donna is an enabler, because these people come on social media begging, and she's quick to run to their rescue instead of having these people work for what they want. Um, Persons are bashing her based on what she said, because the whole fact of empathy and all of that, persons are saying that she has no heart and all of these negative things. So that is what it is at this point.
Mhm. Understand.
No, for me personally, when it comes down to empathy, yes, we can reach out to people who are suffering, because there are many, many, many persons who might be in the very same position that she's in. However, because she's brave enough to come to social media, a lot of people have pride, so they won't come. You understand? And they say, if you don't ask, the Bible said you must ask and you shall receive. Isn't that so? The Bible said, ask and you shall receive. So she came out and she asked for the necessary help. And she's definitely been showered with those kind of help from various entities and persons. Yeah. So what's your take on it? Because I know you've seen it.
you know, give me your take on it, you know, but I just set up the scenario, you know. You think you can catch me like that.
Well,
But
as
what about
I was giving my take in the whole thing
all right,
while I was talking. But let me tell you something. As I said earlier, it is now becoming a trend, and that I have a problem with. Everybody now coming out of their holes and begging. If you're in genuine need, yes, I don't have a problem if you're in genuine need, because even with that young lady, when you listen to the husband's side, I haven't heard it personally, but my husband was telling me about it. You know, it's a whole conflicting aspect of it. You get what I'm saying? So sometimes not everything we see with the eyes on social media we must believe. Social media is a dangerous place,
what
a
part,
dangerous playground.
what part of the husband did you get? Because I'm not following the story in detail. So what is the
Yeah.
husband saying? Because I only heard one side, and I
Yes.
can only talk about that one side. So what part
Okay. All
husband?
right. I just have to give a summary based on what I was told, because I haven't listened to it personally. But my husband was saying that the gentleman was saying he has been trying with her for a long time. She has issues. He said he built a board section of the house, and that's where she went to make the video. He built a concrete structure. She did not make the video there. She went over the whole section to make it seem as if she was suffering. I don't know how factual that is, but that's what I was told. So she's like, he's saying like she's painting a bad picture of him to say he's not taking care of the kids, when that is really not the case. However, as I said, do not quote me because I have not seen the video personally and I don't know their circumstances. Because one thing I know, there's always three sides to
Story.
a story. Always.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? So I'm not one to take sides. And as I always say on this platform, I'm not a person who is gender biased either,
Mm-hmm.
because I've been in the system and I know that you have men who are being abused as well. You
Right.
understand? So for me, the problem that I have, and I'm not speaking about this particular case, is the fact that persons are now making it a habit to come on social media to normalize begging them. Because when they don't do it on TikTok, they come and put out a sad story for somebody to help them.
Mm-hmm.
I believe that if persons know persons who are genuinely in need, because I can tell you there are persons who are genuinely in need, but because no one actually come out and say something on their behalf, or they themselves don't come out and say something, nobody really knows. You understand? So that is just my little take. I'm not gonna say I agree or I don't disagree or I disagree.
Right.
You
Right.
understand me? But what the other person was saying is not entirely wrong in a sense, because it creates an atmosphere for persons to now come and beg and not work.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? And the Bible said, by the sweat of your brow, you shall eat bread.
Right.
Not sit down on your butts and then expect people to give you out of their hard earned money. People have to work as well.
Mm-hmm.
So that's just my take.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I can only, based upon what I've seen, I can talk just that. And what I've seen is limited because I did not follow the story. Um,
Mhm.
what I see is seeing and knowing possibly, oh, Auntie Donna is the kind-hearted person that we is.
Yes.
We are. We don't take we don't think like how you would have think, Rosie. We think right away with our emotion, seeing the
Yes,
situation,
I know.
see the
Hmm.
situation, and decided that we're going to be the good Samaritan and decide to help. It doesn't necessarily mean, and that you know the good Samaritan did not stop and ask the man, how comes you get beat up? What you do? whatnot, and go get the details of how me get to this stage where
Yes.
the church people them are past you and not looking at you. But here comes a good Samaritan who decided to take me up, and I'm relating it with Donna because how she think, how she, our purpose.
Mhm, mhm, mhm.
Once we realize our purpose, like our purpose to help, we, like we're not bright enough.
Selfless.
We you must say we're not bright enough to go sit down and cipher it and think it. Our purpose is to help, and because God has given us this platform, the platform, as in case of Donna's, my platform, people will trust us. People trust Donna. People trust me. I have um sponsors that trust me, right? And so, based upon my heart and what I am thinking, I am going to help. Um,
Mhm.
I can tell you for real, Rosie, that some of the people them that me help, the flesh part of me wish I've never helped them. No, no, no. Seriously. And sometimes we act in our emotion first, with our flesh before we,
Mhm.
because we don't make up them weird here. We're not
Yes.
made up that way. Um, and so sometimes we do things because our purpose is to do that thing. We don't have the time to we s- to go and go call up baby father, because based upon the
Mhm.
story that I am being told, right, what I'm following is that this girl has been out here for a while. The children, I don't know what part of Jamaica she lives, if she lives in Kingston or
Yeah.
I don't know, but she has been on the street for a while with the four children, and the husband did not reach out to help her. Somewhere along the line, I was hearing somebody said she should have gone back, but I heard that the man moving another woman in the house. So I don't know if that is true either.
That's what I'm saying. We don't know the true
Exactly.
story.
So I'm just talking based upon what I
Yes.
hear. Now, if I have your three children, listen, she's 25, right? Four children. Say the oldest one is 8 or 9. That means that she start get pregnant from she at 18, right? And she get pregnant, one pregnancy, two pregnancy, three pregnancy, and four pregnancies, right? Um, there's not much you can do with four children, two children at a time, Rosie. Much
I
less
know.
third.
I know that.
Right? There's not much you can do, like you want to go. Nobody not going to help you to take care of your children. And you have them, you stay home and take care of them. Oh, you're going to have three children and go tell somebody to go work. You're going to have to work now and pay daycare, right? I want people to stop the normalization of you must have two children. It's only the black family and the black race that do that, Rosie. You understand? It's only that is why the schools are empty right now in Jamaica. You may not know it, but when you check about anything from under grade 3, any check it out. Primary school under age 3 and below, the attendance, or the what you call it, the bodies of children is
Mhm.
low. There is the pregnancy rate and the birth rate in Jamaica has fallen, that schools are now closing, right? So what that mean is that children, we are gonna lose out in a 40 years. You're not gonna see on Jamaican. The face of Jamaican is going to look totally different, right? Because another race who are having the children are coming in and populating the better schools with their children. That is a sidebar totally. But if I see this woman with four children, I'm gonna help her. I'm gonna help her.
Normally, empathy alone, empathy
So
towards her.
this girl is not like she didn't have she have one child and she come out there a beg. A four picnic she have. It's four children that she has, that she's seeking help. And I totally understand the normalization of begging on social spaces. It is sickening, Rosie.
Yeah.
um, TikTok is a begging ground. Now I see it the Christian people them populating TikTok, begging over TikTok.
Can
Them
I
have
tell you?
and them and everything over there. TikTok is begging ground, and I'm disappointed that that the church people them end up over there, right? Right? Because now them become part of the culture of TikTok. And so I see somebody, Janet says, let me read a comment. She said, you know that lady that you're talking about. Look at her mouth. Oh, it produced trouble. And I know that lady. I don't know her personally. I have seen the lady that you're talking that is saying Donna is enabling her. No, it's not everybody make up like me and you, Rose, like me and Donna, right? Your philanthropist thing is behind the scenes, so nobody will know, right?
Right.
So somebody are gonna look for me now and say, you gonna Africa gonna give away this. Yeah, enable the African them for breed up, so you are take our thing. This is basically what they're saying. This is basically what they would have said about me because I am in on the continent and helping the continent, right? And
Mhm.
so it bothers me that we're not thinking deeper and we're not supporting those persons who are helping others as opposed to stand aside and ready to criticize because that is just
Mhm.
criticizing. Because one thing I heard about it, and Stush may have heard because Stush followed Donna. Donna said she had that vision before she got up when she got up the morning that someone was going to come and ask for help, but she did not know in so God would have already set it up just for Donna to do that, right?
Yeah.
So that is my thing about it. Some of us we can't not help. We will help, but and that is what we are here for. So the criticism, I'm gonna be biased. I'm gonna like Donna continue to help.
Of course. Listen, one thing I know, God have his chosen people for different functions.
Exactly. Exactly.
Everybody have their functions. Not everybody can preach. Not everybody can clean church.
Mhm.
Everybody function is different. So that is your function. That is Dana's function or other people's function. While other people do other things. Can you
Exactly.
imagine if we had a body and only have hand? What would happen? We wouldn't have no eyes, wouldn't
Right.
have no mouth, no feet to walk. Everybody's function, everybody is placed on this earth for a particular reason.
Absolutely.
And we have to have empathy for people who really are in need. When the Bible tells about giving to the poor and all of these things, yes. So sometimes, it is just a kind of a balance that you have to strike because trust me, you have those persons who are manipulating.
Absolutely.
You have them.
I
You
see
understand?
you're
Yes. So I do understand both sides of the fence what they are saying. I don't know if she meant it in a bad way when she said it, but I am saying it from a good position to say, well, some persons are manipulators and will do just about anything to get what they want. And some brave enough to come out.
right.
I'm telling you.
Shake your hand. People manipulate me, see, just because me no come out here and talk. If I should come out here and talk and embarrass some people and talk about what some people, oh, some of them on the platforms, some have their platforms, some are people who have helped. If I should come out here and tell you what these people have done to me, Rosie, you'd have probably sit down and wail. You would wail. But my thing is, and also my thing set up. That is not how my thing set up. So all of us go through it, but who we are chosen, we cannot help.
Yes.
It's
And we're gonna ask, person's gonna ask questions. Then how she find herself in another position there? Yeah,
a
it is natural for persons to ask.
call coming in.
Yes.
Good afternoon and welcome.
Good evening, everyone.
Good
Good
evening.
evening.
Oh, nice, sweet, sweet auntie
Yes,
who have no 4 children, the girl have 4 baby.
of seat there.
Baby, my
Yes,
God,
come
4 baby she have. Baby.
yes.
Mm-hmm.
One after
I mean,
the
I think,
other.
Mhm.
The last one at even 4 months. Baby she have.
Thank you for making that clarity, my only niece, third
Yes,
co-host.
baby. And
She
then
come out hot for 2025.
distance relationship. You know what your niece a say.
Yes.
If the man in your belly I get born and if him out a door I get born. So me can deal with the long distance. No, me can ride a rhythm leg. No lad can. Me not like bun.
We're gonna come back to it. We're gonna wrap up this one in a
Yes,
little bit and
yes,
come
I'm
back
gonna
to the
come back
burning
to that. Me call you
situation.
back.
Yes.
Oh, I tell you, this topic is gonna be hot.
This is going to be hot. You know, we didn't really, but it is current. What is happening now is current.
Mhm.
This one with the babies, and I'm happy that Rebecca put it in perspective for us.
Yeah.
For
But the truth is, Auntie D,
yeah,
when all right, so for example, you're gonna ask your neighbor to give an eye for me now on one child. Four, and it's not a daycare,
it
it is rough.
hard. It is hard. And like just Janet Braham says, everyone learn from their own mistake. Children is a blessing. She did not think of abortion when she get pregnant. All she do is don't have five, and all four is one man, and all four is for one man, and the man is worthless. See, that's what I'm saying. And you know how the rate of abortion is so high. As soon as a girl, we ram it in her head, no have no picnic, no dash away, go dash away, man. I tell, listen to me, kudos to this girl, kudos to Auntie that
Yes.
make them
That that I definitely will applaud her for, because in these days and time, you're not gonna find, you're hardly gonna find a
anybody.
woman have four kids
You
or
not
one.
find somebody have 2 and 3 these days. One picnic I saw, two if you're lucky. You understand?
But all right, let me address the part about children are a blessing. That I think that statement is used a bit too loosely. I personally believe, and Mark, she has her opinion, I have mine, you have yours.
Please.
I don't believe that person should have kids that they cannot take care of. That's my belief. You understand me? One woman having 8 kids, 8 different baby father, and you cannot take care of them. I don't know. It's a blessing, yes, that the child is being born. But when the children are dying for hunger, no can't go to school, I don't know how to explain that part.
Uh,
People have to be responsible, and I think that's one of the reasons, though, Auntie Donna, that's why the birth rate has gone down, because people start to wise up, women start to wise up and know that if I cannot take care of this child, I'm not going to take the child here to suffer.
Look at it like this, Rosie. Back when our parents used to grow up and them used to have Wally Papini, there was community. That is when there was village. Do you understand?
Mhm.
Village raised children. So if you can't help, the village helps. The village helps. And that is what is lost in our
Yeah.
society this year. You understand? Grandmother would have day in the yard and watch all of the picnic them while mother gone. These days, no, I mean I have no picnic. Grandmother don't even want to look on picnic these days.
Grandmother hotter than daughter.
You understand what I'm saying? So, for children, I believe it's a blessing. It's just that we have lost, the society has lost it when it comes on to helping to raise children. And let me tell you something, Rosie. It's just the Jamaican them and most, because you see, when I went to Africa and I sit all of those kids, all of them, jing bang, as where we would have say, but the whole of them come together, the village. There was one lady that would oversee the children. Yes, they didn't have all of the brand name stuff and all of the fancy stuff that we are used to, but the
Mhm.
village was still active. The village, remember, a big yard when everybody in the yard watch the picnic them, Polygana yard, Rosie Gana work and whatnot. Everybody, that does not exist anymore. We have become
No, not at all.
a selfish society where it's all for me and my picnic and I.
That's
And
true.
so we have to get back. I believe that in order for society, we have to get back to communal. Communal, we have lost that.
I totally agree with that. I
Yeah.
totally agree with that for real.
Um,
And well, how is that going to work? Because everybody now is trying to pull something in for themselves. So no grandmother not staying with no grandkids anymore.
and it, Rosie, like you see, sometimes we have to look at some things better from a different perspective. Like look on Donna Marigo Plankabas. It's a community that girl Bill,
Yeah,
Girl
definitely.
build a village and no and all them want to do a break up our village. Donna sat right where she at 99 and build a village called Planka Nation that is global. That if a need comes up and Donna open up her mouth and no, all
It
we
is done.
make we go build another village to know. Make we go get a tribe so that we can be a help in the society and stop talk about go work, go work, go work. You understand? Sometimes somebody have to stay home and help take care of the children.
True.
You understand? But we can get deep and deep and all of that. But I know that we want to talk about. We want to talk about the money. But let me read a couple of the comments.
Yes.
Tush is saying, Boutique is saying, thank you. That is true. Auntie Ruthlin is here. Ruby Bernard is here. Natalie has joined. Her husband even give her not even giving her attention. No, the husband not going to give a woman with 4 picnic attention because the picnic them a ride you and you don't want him ride you, so him gonna ride somebody else.
Ooh.
Come on now, Rosie. Talk truth, we are talk truth. You
Yes,
understand,
this is let's talk. This is let's talk.
right? Welcome, welcome, welcome. So let me read the final comment. She said, "The Lord will provide. We don't know what those children will become later. I will
That's
not
true.
bash her. My mother has 9 children and living happy in paradise now because of her 9 children. Thank you, mother. We got to get back there. We got to get back there. So that is what for the trending topic that we have been discussing. But we have another topic that we want to talk about, and we want to. I have the clip that I'm sure you want us to play, Rosie. Right?
That's right.
You want me to play the clip, and then we will have the good discussion after that. Let's go. Oh wait, first of all, I have to unmute it, don't it? Let me unmute it.
The man that I am married to, Senator Vincent Hughes, 7th Senatorial District of Philadelphia, he has his own life. I have my own life. He has his own real career. I have my own real career. He has his light to stand in. I have my light to stand in. So he is not looking at me thinking about status or this or that. He's doing his thing. I get to do my thing. We also live in separate places. When I go to see him, love to see him. When it's time to leave, bye-bye, see you soon. I'm telling you, life is good. Perfect. I get to be the real good wife.
Wow. Short and spicy.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is what we are going to be talking about. Set it up all, Rosie, because I hear we want to talk about everything in between. Him live one place, she live one place. Let's
Yes.
talk about it in between.
Yes. Okay. So you heard this lady. She's a very popular lady. That's Miss Shirley Ralph.
Yes.
She's been married for 20 long years. Yet, I must quote, yet herself and her husband have not lived together. They just visit each other. Would you be comfortable in a relationship like that? And based on what she said, they are living quite happy. Happy. That's what she said. They are living quite happy. So it makes me wonder. When I heard it, it makes me wonder if the persons who have been married, although people married for different reasons, So that in itself is cause of concern because people marry for varying reasons.
Yes.
But why is it that persons who actually live together, or let me use the word some, because it's not every,
Mhm.
some persons who live together, they can't live in peace? It's pure problem. Why is that so? And you will find that persons, dating long distance, everything nice, everything going fine. Oh, the little love talks and the little pictures and the everything, the energy just right. But the moment they start living together, it's problem. What is that plus?
I don't
What's
know.
your take?
No, would you, let me ask you, would you have a long distance relationship, Rosie?
Well, I used to.
How was that then? Because I didn't. How
It
was
was quite interesting. I mean, um, because we know we are not together, we talk more. I think it was more exciting to me in a sense.
Ah, Jesus Lord.
No,
Yeah.
it was really exciting because, all right, for example, I go to work. I know he's checking on me. You reach work, or we talk all the way to work. And as opposed to maybe like, no, not that we don't talk, but it is a case where we seen each other, so we don't have to talk that long way to work again. So
Right.
certain things, kind of differ in a sense. But it was really exciting. I didn't have a problem with it.
Okay, would you go back to doing it? Is that a life that, if you think that you want
Um,
that spontaneity or you want that excitement, would you say you will live here so me go live this so and we still do it? Make we do a sharing
well,
drive.
I'm not sure if I would do it.
Yes,
I'm
right.
not sure. But if it's a case where maybe work takes you out or takes him out, then we don't have a choice. You understand me? And we have to do it, then we have to do it. But to willingly go ahead and do it, I don't think so.
Right, right. Well, while I was researching it, this topic, I know that they say that yes, some long distance relationship works, but of course, it requires a significant amount of effort, commitment, and open communication from both partners. And
Yes.
obviously, those are keys to having great relationship, right? So you have to have a lot of discussion. Not everyone can, like Cheryl in her case, where she is a superstar, and his case, he's a superstar in his own political
All
realm.
right. Yeah.
And therefore, one do not want to dim anybody's light or, take away the shine from the other, so they agree on listening, living apart. I can only imagine, Rosie, the mileage that they both rack up on a
Yeah.
weekly or a daily basis.
Listen, I just saw a comment. What can go so? Yeah. Well, actually, it goes that way for some persons, and I guess she's enjoying it. Well, that's what she says. I don't know,
Right.
but I do know for a fact that some persons, as I said, maybe because of the reason
Mm,
they are married, they tend to not work out when they are actually together. You
mhm.
understand? Because if you really don't love the person,
I think say this person have someone else on the side.
we,
That's
we get into that. We get into that part. We're
how
coming. We're coming.
in a yes.
We're coming to that part. You
Okay.
know, because I mean, all right. If it's even not married, but you have common law relationships, you have a baby mother or a baby father, and you live at different places, and it works out somewhat. But from what I have seen, of course, persons get cheated on, or in Jamaican language we call it bun. Of course, they get bun. Mhm. I'm not saying in all cases because we have some persons who are faithful, but the ones that I know about, yes.
Yeah, because I am thinking that he must have a when she's away, you know, because I've known of cases where wife live in another country and husband live in another country, and the husband have a full blown affair, and the woman that he's having the affair with understand that there is a wife. So when wife is coming home, this woman
Hold on.
has to kayatate, if you may. So that you know, I don't believe it is that perfect unless they agree, right? Unless them agree.
But look at it this way.
Yes.
You can live right in the house with the person and him still a cheat. So or she's still cheating.
Well, when you live apart, it's like free range, right?
All right. For example, she has a schedule that okay, I'll be coming over every 2 weeks. I am just quoting what she said.
Yes.
So if he has someone or if she has someone, it would have to be between those 2 weeks because you know that week after next wife you come in, so you better hold your corner, or my husband I come, you better hold your corner.
You know, God Rosie, me want to crack some joke on that topic here, you know, God no.
Crack it, sister, crack it.
Trust me. This is when you say, room for rent apply within when you run out, me running, that sort of situation. Because look how fine our husband is. And him
Yeah.
out there with other woman, yeah, tell me say. I know Shirley are fine too. But in between, as them say, man, you know, when you're living at the same house with your wife, it's kind of harder. But when you live different states apart, different countries apart,
2,700 miles to be exact.
come on. I know I wouldn't do it. I know for a fact that I was not going to do it. I meaning I'm married. You know, there was a time when I was the other woman. You know, I was a time back in the past I was the other woman. So I would was the enabler. But but I would not do it. You know, when you get knowledge and you get wisdom, and I wouldn't do it. I remember when I met my husband, and and Carl was living in Jamaica at the time, and I was living here, and he was like, me, I should come to Jamaica and live. And we would did what you said. We would talk on the phone until me hear Carla snore. You understand? We did all,
Mhm.
but I know I wasn't a Jamaica kind of girl at that time. You know, I did not want to live in Jamaica, and he wasn't going to make his fine girl just up here. So
That is it.
and I'm like, yo, dude, if you want the thing, you gotta put a ring on it and come on get it. You know what I mean? So, so that would not work, and that would not work for my husband. This living apart, it he was not would not accept it, and I don't think I would accept it because me what I think say, you know what I mean? A quickie only take 3 minutes these days, if that.
That's true. I think it opens room for infidelity. That's what I personally think. It
Yeah.
opens that room for infidelity. And I'm not being gender biased again. It goes both ways.
Hmm.
Um, because especially Jesus. Yes, let me leave it at that. It opens the room for infidelity.
Yes. Right. So the telephone lines are opening. We have 10 minutes to the top of the hour at 9 o'clock. Good afternoon and greetings to 106.9 listeners. You're into Let's Talk with Donna, Auntie Donna, and Rosa B. Of course, Rosa B, is qualified to speak on this topic, but not for herself, but based on what she hear other people's story, because her job is persons tell her stories, right? And so I know for a fact that I wouldn't do it, Rosie. I know for a fact that I wouldn't do it. So if someone out there who think that they would do the long distance relationship, please give us a call at 718-569-6622, 718-569-6622. Or if you're calling WhatsApp, you can call it 914-527-8295. And long distance can often, some people go the distance. Sometimes it work, but
Yeah.
it's a communication and how you'll do it. That's
I mean, if you really love the person or you both love each other because it's not one-sided,
yes.
I think it can work maybe for a period of time, but then people tend to get lonely after a while. You
Mm.
understand? So the question Auntie Donna just asked, if you would live have a long distance relationship. If not, why? We want to hear the why you wouldn't do it if you don't agree with it. You understand?
Or
But
you are living it. Some of you, maybe some persons may be listening and they are in a long distance relationship. Um,
mhm.
i- or if you are a single person and you met a significant other someplace else, right? How would you deal with that? The person you met the person online these days is online
Yep.
relationship. So how is that? Because both of me and Rose are married and we not do it, so me don't know me the kind of struggle with that topic here some sort of way because I mean, I'm much off upon it, So we're expect. Oh, I want you to call in. Where is my only niece in America? It's time for you to call and come take in. Minister Brown Benz, good afternoon and welcome. She's saying good night to everyone. God bless you.
Right.
Yes, thank you for joining, everyone in the classroom. But remember, we're not here just for ourselves. We want you to talk to us. Other than
Definitely.
that, we may have to find out. But go ahead, Rosie. What else you have to offer, add to this?
Yeah, I mean, as I was saying earlier, that sometimes persons get lonely and then persons can live separately, but for what period of time? Is it a long-term thing or is it a medium-term thing or it because of the circumstances that exist? Because, for example, a spouse comes here, um, baby can't go back to their home country for whatever reason, immigration purposes, and you are left back there. But you had a great relationship back home.
Hmm.
How do you deal with a situation like this? Because you love your woman or you love your man. How do you deal with this situation? Oh, darling, I can't live without you. Ooh, yeah. Is it that you're gonna find somebody else up here,
But that
or
happens.
you're just gonna?
That happens. That
It does happen. That's why I'm asking. That's why I'm saying what I'm saying.
yeah. So here are the cons and for long distance relationship. We can talk about that. That some person decided that they are not doing it and they're gonna move along. They're gonna move along. They're gonna start another relationship. The only thing that possibly could keep a relationship like that is children. If children are involved. But I
And
want to hear from persons because
that don't hold much weight either, you know.
huh?
That don't hold much weight again.
Children are almost rate.
No?
Really?
Mm-mm.
Oh, we are saying. Me just
No.
say, back then, children
Back
didn't.
then,
win.
you know, it's just the same way we would say children are our pension. Children not your pension anymore. Our children a whole man again. That's what they would say. You never know that, you know?
Me kind of certain things, me kind of fool and
Oh,
me still fool because me
no,
always.
that don't bear no weight.
Oh,
It's real if the man want you or the woman want you. That's it.
wow.
Mm.
I see. Ladies and gentlemen, call. If you don't call us, we will be tempted to leave your presence early. Share the broadcast, won't you? Share the broadcast for us. Call if whatever. If you don't want to talk about this topic, of course we can talk about the church hurt that a lot of people talk about.
Oh, Jesus. You
I know
never really want to touch them
we
tonight.
don't want to touch it, so we can talk about something else on social media. The only thing I saw on social media was that um the Dana situation. But the telephone, put it in the comment section.
All
Whatever
right.
you want to
There's
talk.
one more thing that I wanted to touch. It's kind of sensitive, but I saw a video trending where this mother, she has her grown daughter, but the daughter lives with her at her house. Now this daughter, um, she loves women. She loves women. So the mother told her, listen carefully, the mother told her, why would you want to go that direction? And if you want a woman, you're not staying in my house.
Yeah, but
What would be your take as a mother?
let's not get a call. Good
Yeah.
afternoon and welcome.
Hey, Auntie Dana, good afternoon.
Good
Good
afternoon.
afternoon, what to do?
Talk about the topic.
Hi.
In.
And I'm here full of it. But why is it some woman will just get a picnic to hold on to the woman, and they will give the man the green card just to keep the man with them too.
Say it again, Auntie. Ask the question
No,
again.
I said some women will get the children them just to hold on to the man.
Right, that's one.
And again, some of them will give the man the green card, woman and man the green card just to hold on to them too.
Oh,
Yes, that's true.
yes, that's true. That is true. I don't know. As Rosie said, not all nobody again. People are move on quickly. So not even green card and make people stay these days. Okay. Well, thank you, Auntie Ruthie.
Yeah.
All right. God bless you, Auntie. Thanks for calling. Keep it locked. Yes.
Yeah, I mean, what she said is true. And as I said, if persons want to leave, you cannot stop them from leave. Not because you have a child or children with the person. If they want to leave, they're going to leave.
Right.
No green card, no children,
Right.
nothing.
Absolutely.
That's the reality.
That's right. I have a comment here from Janet, and Janet says, I'm at work. I can't call. I wouldn't do not more long distance relationship. I did it once only to see the father of my children come with a baby.
Oh,
When the blood pressure hit him, I was about to get the purple suits for my boys to go to a funeral, but him lucky God save him. Love, we're gonna read that again. You understand where I go on this? So
yes, yes.
she said she did a the long distance relationship once, only to see the father of my children come with a baby. So him go out and him have a baby, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then when the blood pressure hit him, I was about to get the purple suits for my boy. Lord have mercy, Janet. I love it. Let's take this call. Good afternoon and welcome. Tell me if you will do the long distance, you get the bun and all of those cheese.
Look here, me can't do a long distance relationship. Me can't do no drop off of the bed.
Somebody carried on.
You will jump off of the bed.
If you drop off of the bed, auntie, me can't do long distance relationship. Come and tell you so, auntie. If you are the man leaving, and sometimes if you ever see a woman, me might give you born with Jesus, Lord.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, no, auntie. I know the bone where you are going to get, you know. And we might get the bone with you. And that's wicked, you know.
Yes.
And my mother always say, it's easy. See a man, just look on a woman and say, I'm wife. But it's hard to have a woman. That means great means. A man just can't just look for you and just tell you, say, I'm a wife. That any man can just call a woman a wife. But the woman, to say I'm woman, is very hard.
Wow.
Because you have some woman who can hold it more than the one who name the wife. And that's it mean. Woman now go give you no bun, but your wife have bun off all the little ears and pan your ears back.
The wife not gonna give you any bun, right?
Yes. And the wife will give you the bun and the woman not give you none.
Really?
That's why it's easy for she name the wife.
Oh.
Ouch.
Yes, ma'am.
Ouch.
Mm-hmm.
I'm learning
Mm-hmm.
something tonight.
Yes,
Never too old to learn, ain't it?
wife.
All
But the
right.
woman who want the relationship and want you as a man, she want the perfect way. But she don't name why proud for she feel so she can do any anything.
So yes, a wife Gibbon?
What? No man wife give on her husband put bun in pan, cheese pan bun man. How I say?
How me telling us
How
a
I
minute?
say? Me can the long distance relationship. We drop off from a bed in America.
Okay, darling. Me could I do it? I could I do it?
No man,
You don't consider Dana. You're that stressed to that kill you.
can't do long
no,
distance
me not do it.
relationship.
Me not do it. Me not do it. But because me creative, me not do
No,
it. Yeah. Yeah.
No,
I don't think a lot of people have the mental capacity to handle that.
people in a mind like, Rosie here, auntie, not talk to auntie.
Oh Jesus, help us.
How
Help
you
us.
make super shower we got about you? Will you find that man?
Oh my God, that's true. That's true. I have to come home early. Pretty often. Bless you, my niece. Thank you.
All right, me auntie.
Yeah, man.
Auntie Rosie, big up yourself.
Big up, big up, big up. Listen, these comments and these calls are taking tonight by storm. But what she's saying is true. Let me tell you something. Your emotional state have to be very, very strong to handle that. Because even though you are distance away, you know, I'm not going to take a plane and come or whatever, or just a bus. You know, you have to be wondering. You have to be wondering, you know,
Yeah.
the back of your head. You have to be wondering. When my husband used to come to Jamaica, you know what he did? Him come unannounced. Yes, he comes unannounced. Hmm?
Wow.
I don't know when he's coming. I will speak to him in the morning, and he knows. As I said, he knows my every movement. So he knows when I leave work, and so on. That time he's at the airport coming, and I don't know. Yeah. But it was somewhat exciting.
Yes.
But for other persons, it is not exciting. I can tell you that much. It's more worry than excitement
Yeah.
because you're wondering. And let me tell you something, it opens a room for a whole lot of things. As the lady said, baby come, maybe disease come. Not that it can't come in your home. It can come in your home.
Yes.
But I'm just saying, and then you're playing this part as if you are saying, you know, it is mind blowing.
That is true. Bishop Garnet Walters is here. Welcome, Bishop, our resident bishop. He says people sometimes goes into relationship for what is in it for me.
Me, yes.
Mm-hmm.
And I did say that earlier that people marry for different reasons.
Because
So,
like with Sherry Lee, right? Oh, I got the senator here. She talk about our husband. You
mhm,
understand? So it's a
mhm,
pocketbook pump for your arm. You understand? Who to tell?
yes,
Maybe one of them, you know, who to tell? They probably agree. You understand that we are married, but we have a separate life. It's just like people who marry. Say something right.
look at Will Smith
I
and
was
Jada
just
Pinkett.
about to say that.
Yeah, you were going to say that?
Yes, I
Yeah,
was.
they have an open relationship.
Mm-hmm.
As according to them, an open relationship. So you do what you want to do.
According to what we are told or what we have come to
Yeah.
understand, we really don't know about these people's lives.
No.
They're friends and we don't know. Something go out there and we grab it because we have the information, but we don't know. Yeah, so some people go into the relationship for what them can get. What
Of course.
and it's not about the personality, the intimacy of the relationship with the person. No,
No,
you know.
not necessarily.
Yes. Welcome,
Oh
Charles.
my goodness. I forgot the story that I should have added to it. This man, he had his girlfriend, he met her online. This online thing is a dangerous place, you know. He met her online. And the girl giving him good talk and everything, you know. So as far as him concerned, I'm girlfriend.
Right.
So it so happened that the girlfriend man, because she have a man, but he didn't, the one overseas did not know that she has a man. Somehow the man found out and start communicating with the man overseas. So she's in the middle at this point. It's a great love triangle. She's in the middle at this point, and she has another man elsewhere. So it wasn't just the two of them. So people are easily played when it comes on to long distance relationship.
Of course.
Easily played.
Listen, I said, Lord, I thank you for saving grace. I thank you for saving grace. I bless you, Father God. I thank you that, Lord, I don't have these anxiety to worry about. God, bless me and my husband from the crown of our head. Bless Rosie, husband, and from the crown. No, make no come get no them something they come against when you're
But I tell you, it's not a nice feeling at all when you have to be
healing.
and mark you, I am not speaking specifically about marriage, just even common law relationship, because you're here now saying, okay, my baby father gonna do this, or my baby mother is gonna help me with this, and it just falls through. I mean, there's a stronger tie, yes, when you're married because you're legally married. Common law these days is somewhat legal in a sense.
Yeah.
You understand me? But it holds more weight when you're actually married. So when you're actually in a situation where you're expecting something to happen and you get heartbroken, it's not a nice place.
Not a
It's not a nice thing.
not a nice thing. You know,
Mm-mm.
this even though the topic is long distance relationship and would you but obviously we can include infidelity in it and how infidelity hurts. I saw a video, I think it was in Queens, where this man came home and his wife have another man in the house, and this man drive a U-Haul truck right into the house.
Huh?
Yes,
Oh.
mash up the house with the wife and the man in there. And I'm like, this infidelity thing can just be, cause such anger and rage within us. And that's why you see people are killing, the crime,
Yeah, there are lots of domestic. Yeah.
domestic violence.
But look at it this way, Auntie Donna. All the time we hear about these things that most times men especially they love to do it and cannot handle it. Men,
That's true.
most times. And
Mhm.
so the questions will always be asked. If you are found in a particular situation like that, what would you do? I tell the world unapologetically
Mhm.
that I personally don't know what I would do until I'm in the position,
Wow.
because I don't. No, I can easily sit here and say, me, if I go in there and catch my husband with an next woman, I would draw a chair and say, continue, and just stay so with some whiskey, no red wine. But
What
when the reality hits,
that show again with Arnold Schwarzenegger and Sharon Stone? Yeah.
yeah, I can say it out of my mouth now.
Yeah.
But when the actual thing actually happens,
Mhm.
and maybe the state of mind that I'm in, worse if it's something that I was hearing about, rumored, and all of that, or if it's an element of surprise, because when you all hear that your husband sleeping with all your best friend and all of these things, 'cause these things happen,
Of
and
course.
yeah,
Of course.
it sends a different signal. So you
Absolutely.
have to deal with each situation on its own merit. You
Mhm.
can always sit one side and say you would do this or you would do that, but when reality hits, is a total different thing. You
Mhm.
understand? So that is why domestic violence is always a critical point in relationships. And that's why even the security forces, whether here or anywhere else, pays much attention to it because of infidelity.
Yes.
It's a serious, serious thing.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Welcome Marcia Coot and welcome Vaden Moore out of Bermuda. Big up yourself, Vaden. Um, the telephone lines are open at 718-569-6622. Feel free to call and let's talk about whatever is on your heart, whatever is on your mind. We're here. We have another 45 minutes to go. So we want to hear from you. Good afternoon to those who are locked and listening in the Bronx on 106.9 on the FM band, and those who are locked and listening as well in Mount Vernon, Yonkers, and New Rochelle. We are into Let's Talk with Rosie B and Auntie Donna. And we want to hear from you. So give us a call and let's talk. Bishop Garner,
Let's talk.
a comment, he says, long distance relationship opens room for infidelity.
Automatically.
Never know what we would do unless we are in that position. I believe that people who are taught, like, this is just my headspace and my opinion, right? I'm just gonna create a story right now.
Mhm.
I believe that for persons who are touting that they have this great long distance relationship, and they meet and they sit and talk. Maybe they don't even like to have sex, right? Them just said, all right, or maybe I want to have sex with somebody else, but we're married and we can look like this perfect couple. Darling, I love you. I love your job. I love what you represent on both sides. And that's how it look like it works. But in reality, what Bishop says, long distance relationship open rooms for infidelity. We never know what we would do unless you're in that position,
Yeah, and
right?
that's what I said. Yeah, that is so true.
That is true.
You can always sit and say we will do this or do that, but until it actually hits you. You see, like my husband, I know he's a madman in clean clothes. So I don't know what he would do, but I can just have an idea. People, I have an idea what he would have done. You
Yeah.
understand? Just a mere thought.
If my husband ever catch me in that part, me just see my husband, like if him just turn around and walk gone. Him when you say walk, him walk. Not he's not gonna turn a pillar of salt. He's
And Dana, let me tell you something. I'm
walking.
not saying Carl is not like that, you know. Well, let me tell you something. You ever listen to some news and when you hear the neighbor say, and the man don't even talk, you know.
True.
Listen, the man, boy, I mean, I know how him do this. How him reach there, sir.
Yeah.
Listen,
Yeah.
until you see you're
Yeah.
in the position,
Yes. True.
then and only then you can speak because some people head will chip.
Yeah.
How
Yeah.
many tips?
True. But we can see how calm he is. I'm not saying, but in my head, me da just shake him head and say me disappointed. Me just
What?
disappointed in you and just turn around and walk. He wouldn't even look back. And me da say take everything. Me don't want to have nothing to do with you. You disappoint me, girl. You disappoint.
Wow. If every man or every woman would walk away like that,
Hmm.
if they caught their significant other in such an act, then we wouldn't have no crime. Everything would be good.
No, you're right. You're right. But that
Yeah.
doesn't my thought. You understand?
Mhm.
But yeah, some people will react differently. Venice Farquharson, good afternoon to you. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Um,
Yeah. So because the question is kind of twofold,
yes.
um, the question I want to ask you, persons living together, some of the obstacles or some of the situation that you face that you just want to be apart, because this is what I don't understand. Persons who want to be together can't be together, and persons who are together want to be apart. What can go so?
Me no know. Me no know.
Some persons, let me say some persons.
Yes. Yeah, because it's sad if you're married and and really and truly, many things can cause persons to want to separate. Maybe they can't, um financially, maybe they can't. One person is not responsible enough. Whereas it becomes finances, one person keeps spending, and we're not getting anywhere, and you think that it is better if I want to go out, go do something apart. That could be one of the thing. Um,
Mhm.
children has grown, and now you're living with the man, and you're just like, boy, I'm tired of this marriage business. More and go by my own. Several things can cause persons to wanna separate. But for me, all me a dream I see a rocking chair with me and Carl. A rocking chair, me I see. We build veranda already, and we're gonna buy two rocking chair and go sit.
Nothing wrong with that. That's where it's supposed to go. We young. But have you heard of situations where after 40 years of marriage, people still divorcing in real life?
I
So,
know.
like, then what was happening for the 40 years? Why at this point now, when you should be relaxing and chilling, you're divorcing? What could have gone so wrong?
Me just get a comment. Tell you that, Jesus. Rebecca would have loved this comment. Somebody just text me and listen to the broadcast. And what they say is STIF F blank, a stiff blank have no conscience. They're talking from a
That is true too.
stiff
Hmm.
blank have no conscience. Talking,
It's true. That
because
is true.
yeah, that is true. So you can't, I don't understand. I don't.
Listen, I always tell people, and I read a lot. I read a lot. Um, a man don't need a reason as long as it's up.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
No, as long
he'll
as
do it.
it
He'll
hurts,
do it with no strings attached.
it's right.
With
Yeah.
no strings attached,
My God.
right? A woman emotionally have to be involved.
Yes.
Emotions have to be involved.
Hmm.
And most times, if you're not a pros,
Yes.
you understand what I'm saying? But a man is totally different.
Hmm. Hmm.
He
No.
will pass it tomorrow and act as if he doesn't know you.
Yeah. Yes. No conscience, as the person who texted me said. Angel, what Walters S says. I wonder if it's Bishop Walters invite somebody in here. But good to see you, Hanchel. It's first time I'm seeing you here. God bless you. Yeah. So you were saying what people who are living unhappily together, and you were saying 40 years and people want to be apart. I don't know. 40 years?
That's a long time. So, what did you do over the 40 years that you reached to this point now when you should be settling and rocking in a rocking chair?
Wrong question. What you gonna do now? After 40 years? What are you gonna do after 40 years when you've been with this person? You know? If it's not infidelity, I don't think, my basis for divorce really is infidelity. You know, m- that's where I draw the line.
Yeah.
Infidelity and abuse. I draw the line at that. If those two are not in my marriage, basically everything else can work out. I believe. I believe. So, so what am I gonna do? What are we gonna do? You know? Oh, it's Bishop's cousin. Okay, bless God.
Okay.
Subs to the woods. Violet is in the house. Must have been
So,
sitting.
I promise that I wasn't going to touch on church tonight, But like for Christians specifically who might be dating someone long distance, how do you manage the distance and the urge? Because when you're unsafe, remember anything is expected of you.
Mhm.
You understand? You can have a girl on the side or you have a man on the side and all these things. But when you're a Christian, you're expected to live a particular kind of lifestyle. How do you think they deal with this situation. And sometimes it's years.
Very quick. Get married quick, Rosie. Rosie, get married quick. You know, do the 90 days, not 90 days, the 9 months sort of thing. Date for 9 months, do no research, do no check, do no immigration thing, meaning you're gonna do your custom, you have to go through the suitcase and you have to go check the suitcase and all of that. Make sure not they not, where you know wanting at the suitcase. Make sure all of the documentation right. Make sure that marry quick. If you're in the church, just marry within a 9 months. Spend time. Know if this is what you all want to do and get married.
And to be honest, I kind of differ somewhat where that is concerned.
It's
And
fine.
let me tell you why. Let me tell you why.
Yes.
A lot of people, especially in church, feel this urge. Yeah, the hot love, the 9-day love. And then when you actually get together, you find out that's not what you really want. And you never really love the person. It was just at the moment you're feeling this urge. And then most churches don't believe in divorce. And so it's problem
Mhm.
thereafter. And this is where the unhappiness comes in now and the problems.
That's why I said 9 months, Rosie. Nine
Yeah,
months.
but remember, they're living apart, long distance relationship. It's not a case where they are going to church over here
Someone,
or
one of them must can travel, Rosie. One of them must can travel.
maybe not. What if
What do you
what this is a scenario now? What if somebody's in let me use Jamaica, for example, and somebody's living here, person here not so straight. Who going go where?
phone a ring? Ah, Jesus. Good afternoon and welcome.
Auntie, me not hear nobody a calling, so me I go and chat. Auntie,
Yeah.
you know much woman file for man at Jamaica when the man come at airport, a different woman go pick them up. Talk to me.
What you mean?
Nephew.
What you
You know
mean?
much woman file for man at Jamaica when them come America, yeah. But the airport them name that go order.
JFK.
And whatsoever, a different woman go pick them up at airport. No, she never say she never see the parent come after.
That was a business arrangement.
No business arrangement. No business arrangement. If
Dear,
a business arrangement, then why your woman never they even buy a ticket? What you say? What business arrangement?
but that is dark and devious and bad.
Yes. Yes. No, my love.
Wow.
Mm-mm.
My
By the
God.
time you run bucket to play for that Jamaica, the play like me can't long distance relationship.
Not at
No.
all. Big up yourself, Manise. Thank you for that
All right,
one.
my auntie.
Yes, man. Mhm.
Crazy things happen. Crazy things happen. And you see this social media and these filters, people will fool you. I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
Bishop says, sex is not love.
No.
The man who buys from a prostitute who he has never seen before. True relationship requires commitment and honesty. I agree. That is it.
Totally.
Commitment. You're committed to this. And I don't my husband is possibly busy working. He's probably where he is. I know he's working, so where he is, he's probably not getting the broadcast. But he could speak on this as well. Once you're committed, once you choose that person and you're committed to that person, and the relationship and the institution of marriage, you should not have much problem. You should not, the thing about most people that they have in them problem in a marriage, Rosie,
Mhm.
carry them tell them business to other people, and no other persons have an opinion about their marriage. So
You're probably right. And I understand what Pastor is saying. Of course, sex is not love. Sex is just sex.
you remember what I was saying about the long distance relationship. And a sex do it. Mental thing. Them me and them have sex, and them probably. I know persons who says I don't like sex. Married couple who said I don't like sex, but they're happily married without having sex. Me no know. Or
Do
my
you think that will pose a challenge, though?
huh?
Don't you think that will pose a challenge
Whenever
somewhat, unless they come to the understanding?
that is it. They do it when it feel like, you know. But it's not, somebody wanted 5 days a week, 7 days a week, and all of that. Not if marriage. Mm-mm. You understand?
Understanding, yeah.
Sometimes for the
Communication, yeah.
like for Sherry Lee Ralph, maybe once a month, 12 times for the year. Some people want it more than that. You understand? Some persons don't want it, So yeah. Uh,
Well, one thing I can say, kudos to her, because I don't think I could manage it. 20 years is a long time. This is not 2 years we're talking about. 20 years, and you have never lived a day with the man or with the woman.
I don't really
I,
think,
I, I, I don't have on any hat right now, but I lift it.
but I don't believe that. You can't say, live together. Your clothes must
But
there,
that's what she said publicly.
you know, something missing. Something is missing, in my opinion. Something add up. It really, and in a real life, Rosie. Come on now. Think about it. That add up to you, Rosie?
Well, listen.
Where do you gonna just so wanna married for convenience? So if that's what the kind of marriage you have for convenience?
I guess, and there you go again. It's communication. They're you know dealing with that in their own circle.
Hmm.
If that's their thing, it's their thing. Another person would not do that. But as I said, it's not an easy task to do. Many persons would never ever look down that avenue, much less to do it. But to each his own. There you have it. To each his own.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Bob Marley says, if the night should turn to day, a lot of persons would run away. A true something. That is so
That's
true.
true. That is true. Because of things that happen. I tell you, I tell you, I tell you. Mm.
But I know that, a lot of persons on this broadcast are passing through or listening. They're single, and I don't know if this relationship work. I would want to hear more details about it. Because if it works, maybe a lot of person can live with that. Maybe a lot of single women can live with that. Maybe a lot of single men can say, "Oh, this is a kind of marriage." They're having different kind of family now these days, right?
Yes.
Maybe it's a norm, maybe it's the norm and not the traditional, because we're children of God. We think, what we have is traditional. Maybe it's a norm for some people, not some society.
Well,
Remember back in the days and still today, married couple in some culture, Rosie, sleeps in separate bedrooms.
okay. I'm listening.
You remember, like back in the days when you would see some show that the husband and wife would have two different beds in at the same bedroom, twin beds. Husband and wife used to sleep on separate bed back then.
Hmm.
Van Dyke, when Laura in a fair bed and Dick in, and Dick in Dick Van Dyke show and those show back then, they used to have twin beds. They were not sleeping on the separate in the same bed. You have some cultures, African cultures, where women don't sleep in the same bed as the man. Them have them own room. They have their own room, and they're married.
But leave me to ask this question though.
People not even in some churches now, husband and wife are sleeping in a different
So
room.
why you don't make me ask the question, Miss Donna? Don't is that I'm going to ask you?
Sorry, come on.
Yeah, because I was just about to say the same thing. You live in the same house with your husband, because some people just there for the sham
Yeah.
to appear as if, oh, we are, you know, but it's far from what you see on the outside. They sleep in two different rooms or live in the same house, but nothing is there. Would you do it?
For some reason, I possibly would, and here is what I would do. You have, like, some spouses snore. Some in this culture in the United States that we're living in, people have different shifts, night shifts, and one sleep days. And personally, my husband work nights, and so sometimes we're like ship passing by, but we sleep in the same bed. Sometimes I want my bed well made, but because by the time I get up in the morning, my husband is coming in, the bed can't make up. You understand? So that is possibly one of the reasons why, if I had a larger house, I would want my own bedroom where it look fancy and girly. But because I'm living with my husband, we can't make it look all white and fluffy and pink. You understand? So
Mhm.
so when you think about it, it's not a bad thing. And I personally would have think it, I'm kind of creative. Me, I think it nice. Say, yo, baby, may I come over tonight. And then him would have said, darling, may I come over, make sure you're ready for me. You know the little way there. Me find it fun. So me not gonna judge nobody. Me find it fun.
Yeah, but that's the thing. There's a difference
Mhm.
when you're actually in love and in a relationship
Yes.
as opposed to putting on a show. That's what
Yes.
I'm saying.
Friend. Yes.
Because some people just basically put on a show.
Yes. Yes.
You understand?
Yes.
So I'm asking you or anybody out there, if you and your spouse not getting along, because as I said, some persons have open relationship. I know of cases where the husband and the wife lives in the same house and he can take a woman in the house.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? Would you do something like that?
Because I want to your man is arranged to me up, it's very long, raise it. I want
Hmm?
to.
No, but I'm telling you, these things happen.
No, that not going to happen. No, no woman now come here. No, we're not going to allow that. We're not
But
going
you're
to.
separated. You're separated. You're only putting on a show to let people think.
Wow.
You
Mm-mm,
know, it
mm-mm.
is rather unfortunate. What somebody said?
Laugh out loud. They're laughing because me. I mean, listen, it's just your mindset, right? Like I said, people sleep in different rooms for different reasons. Sometimes, these days now, when most of the wife them have become hospice wife, where
Mhm.
you understand them have to sleep in a one different room. They have to. A lot of persons in the church are sleeping in different bedrooms. You understand? But they're not talking about it because we're not supposed to go in anybody's bedroom.
No, the private part, no. But we're just talking about the general thing where what appears to be. You
Mm-hmm.
understand me? Because some of the times I didn't want to touch church. Some of the times the people come, everybody, oh, First Lady so and so, and Pastor so and so, or church sister so and whatever. But it is just far from the truth. So it's still under the topic that we are talking about, where living separately or having a long distance relationship as opposed to living together. Because I personally believe if I am living with somebody, I am not happy. Better me go on.
Mm-hmm.
Straight up.
You
Mm,
wanna fix it? You wanna try and fix it?
yes. But what if the person decides, okay, I am not happy, whatever. You try and fix it, and if it's not working, then it's best if you part company.
Oh,
Just to me.
oh,
More than just be there putting on a show.
yeah, yeah. If I'm married, I'm gonna try and fix it. I'm gonna try and fix it. But if there's no attachment, no ring, no nothing, it's a go. It's a go for me.
Okay.
Yeah, well, it's a go for me. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're getting up to the top of the hour where we have about 20 more minutes to go. Keep those comments in the section coming. So she's saying, Pastor not doing that. I don't know what part she say Pastor not doing. I don't know, Pastor. You know, Jesus. Let me, Jesus. Jesus. Listen. you have, in the age where there is a lot of female pastors, and they have their significant first husband not getting much, first husband not getting much. You understand? First husband is sleeping someplace else, and that is the truth in the church. Was in a one we beat up the church tonight, so we're not gonna really beat them up.
I can normally beat them, but just talk the truth.
Pastor, pastor sleeping in the same bed. Oh, pastor, pastor want to sleep in the same bed. You know, it's not norm. Sometimes the case is different. Um, you know, the,
Yeah,
yeah, the cases are different. I know husband that snore a lot, and their wife can't sleep. Can't It's difficult for one person to sleep, so therefore it's best that they sleep in a different room, just for that reason. So
yes, and that is understandable. That is understandable. But we just pointed out that part for clarification, because as I said, some people is just for a show. You understand me? But some people have great long distance relationship. It's just unfortunate we don't have anybody can call in to speak about their thing. And I guess yes, it might open the room for infidelity, but sometimes it works out even better than persons living together, in
I,
my
I,
opinion.
I agree with you, because as I said, if I think I could do it. You're saying no, I wouldn't. I think I would do it because of my mind, or my mind set up. Me, would I do it? You understand? So me know me that rack up if it's driving, it's car mileage or gas or airfare. You understand? And it would have worked for me if that be the case. It would work for me. You know,
Okay.
Pastor Bishop is saying some relationship is like acting, where some people play many roles, but at some point, every actor must come out of character. Mm-hmm. Usually, what
You know, I like that pastor, I like him. He's truthful.
Bishop be pickle, right? You should have like pickle come out.
Yeah, no, no, listen. This Reverend Peku is in a class by himself
Yes, well, this is a
because
different
he
topic.
hits it. He
Yes,
hits it,
yes.
without any apologies. But let me tell you something. You see the problem with a lot of persons, they don't like to speak the truth
Come on.
or what they see happening.
Yeah.
You understand? They will talk about it in a different forum or about other people, but it's especially when it touch on to like church or other sensitive departments.
Mm-hmm.
They're afraid.
Yeah, they
I am
don't.
not afraid. Oh
Listen, I
no.
love Bishop Garnett, cause me see man him wife when them go on vacation. Me I said the man I see, watch him now. Me like them. Me like him and him wife.
Yeah, because let me tell you something. We kind of tend to um spiritualize every single thing.
Mm-hmm.
You know? Yeah, it's your wife, it's your husband. Enjoy him or her. I know everything you spiritualize. God give you him or give you her.
When you hear Bishop was like, when I go out with my wife, it's not amazing grace, how sweet it's all. No, I some baby tonight. We're gonna take off the. You understand? I
Yeah.
not that kind of bishop.
Put on your red dress. Ooh,
On your red.
turn it up party.
My ears, baby. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I told you about a friend of mine that I had, right? Well, I still have him, have I should say.
Yes.
He told me, I was listening to some soul music. So I say, you listen to soul music like that? So I say, like when you and your wife in your bed, what you listen to? He say have gospel soul song. Like you you crazy.
Mr. My mind just went there. Can you imagine when Alta claps, hallelujah? Hamana,
Victory.
hamana.
Oh no.
Gospel soul
Yes,
with it.
so holy.
No, mm-mm. Yeah, you see, Bishop said, turn off the lights.
And like the cat, of course. You know, there's a time and place for everything, and that is what some people lack. One of my friend was telling me about this lady that goes to her church.
Uh-huh.
So they were having marital issues, and what they having marital issues over, the man, them are adult big people. He bought some sexy underwears for her, and she's like, it's of the devil. Because she's so accustomed to the old-fashioned thing. So he's just trying to be that sexy type of person now and trying something new to see if they can rekindle what they have. And that's where she pushed him away.
Of
You
course,
understand me? Some persons have to learn to be more open to things.
it's your marriage. You see, those persons were not taught the freedom, the liberation in being a marriage couple. You're married, you're liberated right there and then, committed to each other. So whatever one wants, the Bible tell you, whatever one wants, the other should submit to it and do it. And it's interesting that you share that story, Rosie, because I remember I was hearing someone said her husband wants her to wear bati rider in her house. And she not wearing a battery rider in her house because a young gal him want or whatnot. And in my mind, nothing wrong if you wear a battery rider in the house and him pass and him see you. Man want live little life too. You understand? Nothing wrong with that. The man I try to tell you that you're probably your way of dressing right now is turning him off. Dear Jesus, our third co-host. Good afternoon.
Please don't draw me auntie tonight. Please don't make you draw. Don't make you mock it, Rosie. My auntie don't stupid. Where? Don't draw me auntie tonight, Rosie. Me no want no share fire. Me auntie stupid? Don't be Rosie. You know me, I'll call the police.
All right.
I'm not trying her out, ma'am. I'm just talking the things.
Oh God. But yeah,
Listen,
so
I tell you. Go ahead, go ahead.
somebody said I would love to hear a gospel soul song.
Yes, you have gospel soul song for real.
Well, you know who had some? Bishop TD Jakes had a great album. Silk Sheet.
Yes.
Yes, when he and his wife talking like them inner songs of Solomon. Yes,
Okay.
yes, yeah, Bishop, and that's years ago. I have that Silk Sheet CD. Yeah, man, because it has that deep
Oh,
baritone voice.
listen, I love.
And then when she talked to him, you say, yes, Mr. Lord Jesus.
Yes, yes, yes. But we just have to, whatever the situation is, whatever your circumstances,
Mhm.
um, I just tell people to follow your heart. If you think that it can work for you,
Yeah,
let it work for you.
that's it.
If you have faith, look at, all right, a typical example. Let me leave church alone.
Mhm.
Look at Vibes Cartel and see them.
Ah, Jesus, me love them.
Look at Vibes Cartel and see them. See them all the way from England. Vibes Cartel was incarcerated.
Mm-hmm.
And here they are today. So if you have faith like see them, if you have,
A good topic, to talk about Vibes Cartel and Sidem relationship. You know that the relationship span the 10 year,
yeah,
a 10 year
yeah.
time span, and what is that telling us? What is that telling those of us about relationship? Loyalty, of course, it is teaching us loyalty
Mhm.
and
Love me no boundaries.
love has no boundaries, and to go for the things that you want, go for the person you want regardless. So when we are now getting exposed to her, a long time thing, the baby mother know about her a long time, the children them grew up with her a long time. So all of this getting free hype thing, it's not new to them because they know that. So that's a great.
And she believed in him. I can tell you that.
That's right, and she believed in him. I love that part that she believed, and that is what is missing in some marriages. We don't believe in each other partners. Like me, I do social media, right? I am the one that's out here. My husband don't do it. But my husband is a facilitator of this. Everything that I do, my husband, like Shirley says, that her husband has his own in light and she has her own light. Where my husband lights fall is when he's on the pulpit preaching, when he's involved in church. And I don't interfere with that. There are times when it's like, yo, you know, you're gonna say, but that is his light. So I cannot put a shade on his light because he is not putting a shade on my light. So that's how marriage is supposed to be, but we still living at the same house. Go ahead, Rosie. Auntie, my wife and I learned to live and to serve each other. You hear what Bishop is saying? His wife learned to live. How is that though, Bishop? If we can help somebody tonight, how can wife and husband learn to serve each other? That would be a good teaching. Because one partner sometimes is very vindictive.
You see the word compromise?
Yes.
We have to learn to compromise because your partner may not like the things that you like and vice versa. So you have to meet at a point where you support each other irrespective of what he or she likes. You just have to support each other.
Amen. Amen. All right, we got about 10 more minutes to go before we leave your space. Rosie, is anything that you want to go over? And the telephone lines are open. I don't know why them so quiet, you know.
They just love to hear us talk.
No. You know, but you have anything, Rosie? Let me answer this text if you can. Exactly the point, Rosie. Bishop is saying you said something. Um, Sometimes the broadcast is a bit behind us while we are speaking, but
Okay.
is agreeing with you.
Yeah. Compromise. And that's kind of it's kind of challenging to do sometimes. And this is where you have to be selfless, right? This is where you have to be selfless. I mean, I personally don't like cricket like that, but if my husband likes cricket, I have to go and shout to six. No, mother said goal. All when I arm six.
Me too.
Make a fool of myself. You understand me? But I just have to be supportive.
You should have watched me and my husband and watch game. Like my husband love tennis. Me not understand at two thumbs about tennis. And then when
That's it.
me and him go to tennis game, me shout for the two opponents. Yes. Him say, but Donna, which side yeah? Me say, me no know, me just enjoy myself. The things that I go in, listen to talk radio a lot. I love my music. When I go into his car, I try to get into his talk radio. You understand? And my car, I don't say turn off that no. Someone me no want hear no talk this. I listen to what he listens to. When he comes into my car, it's always on music and radio. You understand? So
Right.
as a couple, it is important that you have this communication and that we have this compromise thing going on.
No, that you said that word there, compromise, or that thing of
Yes.
compromising,
Yes.
it plays a very, very important and vital role
Yes,
in relationship.
absolutely.
Definitely. But we learn from each other every single time. A lot of persons didn't call in tonight, but I'm sure you would have taken away something from the program. And as you know, we always keep it real over here. Whatever you hear us say is things that we might have experienced or see other persons experience,
Mhm.
and we talk about it here because this is how we learn from each other. And big up to the gifters, like Auntie Donna, the two Auntie Donnas. Yes,
Yeah.
we were talking about that in earlier.
Mhm.
Um, you know, if you know someone who is really going through a very rough time, genuinely, and you can find, if you can't help, and you know somebody who can help, call up Auntie Donna. I'm just kidding. But call somebody, or ask for some help on behalf of the person, because let me tell you, there are a lot of persons suffering in silence. They need the help, but they're afraid of social media. And let me tell you something. I think it's pride as well, because for me,
Pride. Me have pride. Me that never ask. All when time me,
me, I would
I,
have never do it. I couldn't do it.
I couldn't do it. I couldn't do
No,
it.
it's true. I couldn't do it. I would rather, my mother would tell me that you're going dead. But I just can't do it. It's not in my nature to do it. So if you see physically and you know wholeheartedly that this person needs help, and you can make a recommendation or so, do so.
Yes.
You understand? Because
And
empathy is still working. And irrespective of our situation, sometimes many of us make stupid decisions as well, and we are able to bounce back. But we learn from our mistakes. We tend to catch up, and, well, hopefully persons will learn from their mistake, because some jump in the hurdle
yes, that is.
and they jump over it the same way and then fall. So try another strategy.
But
Try another strategy.
you know what I say about that though, Rosie? As helpers, I've come to learn that my responsibility in all of this in this equation is to help. And that's it. Once you heal, it's up to you. Whatever you want to do, my responsibility is to help. And for those on the other hand, for those of you who cannot help, do not criticize those who you see are into their purpose helping others. Be quiet, because it's like you're trying to stop somebody's blessing, telling them don't help somebody when
True.
they're helping someone is their blessing. So if you are not able to help a situation, don't say anything. Pray for the person and wish the persons that is doing the help, and also those persons who is receiving help. I love the story of the Good Samaritan. The Good Samaritan tell us so much about us as people that we will pass them, because one of the things that I said about the situation was there were so many churches in Jamaica that pastors that saw that girl in need, and nobody offered to help. You mean to say none of the church pastor them never see the girl in a need?
Hmm.
He said none of the huge churches them didn't see that this girl in a need, but it take Donna to act upon her emotions and get her community to help someone. And if you cannot help anybody, don't criticize. Allow them to be a blessing to somebody so they can get their blessing. That's all
Amen.
I say. But Bishop Garnett have one comment. He said, "I'm her biggest clown.
Oh, Jesus.
Her laugh. She's truly my girl. That's a time for everything." Absolutely. In my house, I am the idiot. To my boys, I'm the idiot to my husband. You may not see it out here, but I am in my house when it comes on in here. So I'm the one that have the most fun. That activate the most fun. So there's always a place and time for everything. And I would
Exactly.
Dr. Rosie to close off tonight's broadcast. Before I send over to Rosie, I want to thank all of you for coming and for sharing the content. Go ahead, Rosie.
Yes, and I'll say the very same thing. Thank you all for coming on tonight. And remember, if you have a topic that you want us to talk on, to chat on, yes, you feel free to send Auntie Donna a message on the topic or myself. We will definitely make it a date and double it as we continue to keep it real over here. So next week we'll be talking about another topic, hot, trending topic.
Yes.
Because, we like the thought provoking topics,
Mhm.
so we can get our community involved. If it was you, what would you do? So look out for us next week, and thank you all for coming on. God bless you, and just continue being your authentic you.
Ab-
Blessings.
So,
Peace out.
Rosie, you're not getting ready to talk about the gala
Oh
coming up?
my goodness. How could I forget?
Yes,
Oh
we
yes.
about that.
On the 1st of March, all roads lead to what the first name again?
The park up this way in the ear.
Yes, to that nice place, and it's all red. So get your red gown ready. Listen, it's a gala. It's not a street side affair. It's a gala. So we'll come out hard and come out strong. Look good, everything good.
Yes.
Yes. So remember now, there's a payment plan on the tickets, so you can reach out to Auntie Donna to make sure that if you can't pay everything one time, you do it in installments. Definitely, you don't want to miss it. Last year I was there and it was awesome.
And
Awesome.
we're not gonna have we're only gonna be having just 30 minutes of ceremony this year. This year we're not gonna have where it's a long drawn out ceremony. Rosie B is gonna perform for at least 1 hour. Brother
Whoa.
is going to be performing for at least 1 hour. Terry and you all can split it up however you want to split it up. But you all performing this year. This year you're coming to entertain the persons requested you guys to come back and entertain them. They wanted more of you, and so we're giving them exactly what they want. And that
Definitely.
is what it is. I know you love to perform live, Rosie.
Oh
So
yes. Oh yes.
you this time. You will have your time to perform as long as you want to, and so does Brother George, and of course Terry and the DJ is all ready. Um,
Definitely.
so I want before you go, I want to remind everybody that we're not having any tickets sold at the door. This is not one of those events that I have tickets being sold at the door. This is an event that it's a RSVP, and I need your name if you decide to come to the event. If you come and said you carry somebody else to get a seat, there wouldn't be any seat because we want to give you that royal treatment where your seat is assigned already. It's like you're going on an airplane. Your seat there. Cause you pay
That
for it.
is it.
So that is it. Your seat is
That
there.
is it.
You come and you thinking you're gonna get a seat. It means now that we have to inconvenience those other guests to pull a table, to add chair so that you can come in. And we don't want to have that. We want to enjoy this night. So it's not too late to come in and get your tickets. I think we only have most of 3 tables left.
You hear that? It's sold out.
Yeah,
That is it.
yeah, yeah.
Almost sold out. So
Yes, always so.
listen, you can't afford to miss it.
Yes,
Period.
we have
Can't
most of the
afford.
tickets. We're gonna, and after those 3 tables, we will add table, but we only have about 3 tables left. So we're asking everybody who wants to come and support our cause, please do so. All right, Rosie, I'm gonna leave.
Amen.
Thank you very
All
much.
right. Peace out.
God bless.
Much love. Positive family. Blessings.
Amen. 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 And I want to thank each and every one of you for joining us this evening right here on Positive Radio 106.9. You have been a great addition to the community. I'm glad that we include you in our content. It is important that we include each and every one of you in the things that we do. And you love to be a participant. Good afternoon, Stush Boutique. I'm loving you, girl. Guys, Stush Boutique have a new pair of glasses out. Go and get it. Stush, how much for that glasses? I don't know if you want to tell us on the broadcast. Support Stush Boutique, guys. Um, I'm an author, I'm a real estate agent, I'm all of that, but I love to promote other persons. It's my passion. I can't change, right? So she has a great boutique online, and she's very, very, her customer service is excellent. I like when persons have excellent customer service. If any one of you here have any business that you want me to talk about it, go ahead and share, because we don't want to keep anything to ourselves. Nothing that we have is ours. Take a look at what is happening out there in California. People has lost everything that they have, and $20 for it? No, man. What kind of $20 for that nice glass? I need one. I need one of them glass, Tush. All right. Send the information. Let me purchase one of those new glasses that you have. Those glasses are sunglasses. The summer is coming up. The spring is coming up, and you can always wear those. All right, guys, may God continue to bless and keep you as we go away from each other's space. Have a great weekend. Spend some time with your family, your husband, your significant other. Spend some time with them. Be good. And if you can't be good, somebody said the cliche, just be careful. And if you can't add to somebody's life, if you're not an addition, do not be a subtraction or a division, right? Please add to somebody's life over the weekend, whether it's a kind word or whether it's a compliment, but add to somebody's life. It doesn't take anything to say you're beautiful, you're gorgeous, I love you, or give someone a hug. The question is asked, how can I reach you? So you two, Stush and Janet, hang out and get the information to Janet Stush. She want one of the glasses too. We want to support persons. I can tell you, I never thought that I would be where I am, not in my wildest dream. I never thought that I would be in rooms that I have access to. Not in my wildest dream. Never think about it. I've never dreamed this. I've never put anything that I'm doing on a vision board. But God makes it happen. And so, and so, and that is because of the kindness of my heart. And that's one of the reasons why you hear me will always talk about Auntie Donna, because when I see people helping her, I know that her platform is out here and to share the transparency. My donors and my supporters, they're not into that. And so I must just be humbled and be respectful to some of their wishes. My God, if you do come to the event and you see our donation, our journal, you will see some of the donors, unbelievable, that support the causes of the Pollyanna Project. And it's my purpose, and it's something that gives me joy. As Bishop would tell you last week, I love to help. It's just my purpose. I get hurt when I help certain people. Let me tell you, I get deceived. Some people come to me just because they know it is possible with me, and I get hurt bad. I really do get hurt badly for persons that I've helped, but I can't stop. I can't stop, because stopping helping those persons would have stopped my blessing as well. So it's a win-win situation. But you wish that person wouldn't do the things, the deception and all of that they do. But we trust God. I trust God in everything that I do. I do not do anything for self. There's a greater purpose out there. The human race, the black people, the African nations need our help and our space, and therefore, if it's my purpose, that's where I'm going to be. So, guys, I thank you once again for the time that we'll share together. I do not take this time that we'll share together lightly. And I want to thank my co host, Rosie, who pushes me, even though sometimes I don't want to come, but I thank her for her consistency and for stretching me, for giving me the chance to speak. Because without Let's Talk, I would be mute. Really, I would be mute. My ideas, I would not have a chance to share them with you. How funny I am, I wouldn't have a chance to share them with you. And so I thank Rosie for pulling me out in that way. And I thank God, as I said, for each and every one of you. And remember, guys, just be kind to someone. And if you cannot be kind to someone, do not criticize them. leave them alone. I can go on and on and on about observation, things that I've observed, but we will leave that for another time. Have a great weekend until we meet either Monday or Tuesday as the Lord will have it. God bless you, everyone. And remember to support the Pollyanna Project if you can. In any way, you can do your donation monthly, a $10 or $20 monthly. That is helping the Pollyanna Project. That is helping Corn Color Auntie Donna to go out there and do, we're not asking big money, but let me tell you something. With your little money, we do great things with little money. I can't tell you that. I get where I come from. So with your little money, we can do great things. All right, guys? God bless you, and I will see you guys pretty soon. Have a great one. Bye-bye.
Roll out for the 1 year. It a go festive. It a go mad. Guaranteed entertainment. The place to be on March 1st, 2025 is none other than Terrace and the Park. Pollyanna's Project present a fundraiser and gala on Saturday, March 1st, 2025. Roll out in your numbers and cruise. Host will be the one and only, yours truly, never unruly, Donna Moore Stewart, aka Auntie Donna Corn Color. MC Molly and Amos and the fundraiser cheer. You will be having special performances by Rosie B, Brother George the Messenger, Terry One Man Band, and many more. So come out and make this an event to remember. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Come out early and purchase your tickets for just $225. After December 31st, it's $250. So come one, come all. One ticket give you a 3-course meal and unlimited drink. What are you waiting for? Book your space now and call Molly-Ann at 347-837-5802. 347-837-5802. Zelle or Cash App 914-733-5745. 914-733-5745. A payment plan is available, so make it a date and don't be late. To miss this is to diss this. Yeah, man, come out all massive on our cruise and dress to impress.